Tonight is not just another night. It's not just another sunset or another chance to scroll past this message and forget it tomorrow. Tonight is different because tonight it ends. The patterns that hunted you, the stories you kept repeating, the shame you've carried for far too long, the anger, the regret, the version of you that was built in survival. It ends tonight. For too long, you have been living with ghosts. The ghosts of who you were, the ghosts of choices you made when you didn't know better, the ghosts of people who hurt you and the moments that broke you. They have followed you like shadows, whispering that you will always be the same, that you're defined by what happened back then. But they are wrong. And tonight, you get to prove it. Tonight is the night you stop negotiating with the past. Tonight is the night you decide that you are done carrying stories that no longer serve you. Tonight is the night you speak the words and mean them with every breath in your body. I release the past freely and with love in my heart. I move forward. Say it again, not as a sentence but as a declaration. I release the past freely and with love in my heart. I move forward. Let those words shake something loose inside you and feel it, my friend, because they're not just pretty phrases. When you feel them, when you feel the release in your body, it's like they're the key that unlocks the cage you've been living in. The weight you're not meant to carry is being lifted. We all carry more than we should. We carry every version of ourselves. The child who was misunderstood, the teenager who felt invisible, the adult who made mistakes and paid the price. We carry guilt for things that were never ours to fix. We carry resentment for people who will never apologize. We carry the weight of expectations, disappointment, betrayal, and heartbreaks. But here's the truth, my friend. You were never meant to carry all of it forever. There comes a time when the soul simply says, enough. Enough suffering over what cannot be undone. Enough replaying sins that no longer exist. Enough living your life as if the past still has the power to define it. That time is now. That time is tonight. And for a moment just notice how it feels when you say enough. Enough of suffering. Enough of replaying sins that no longer exist. Enough of repeating into the past or jumping into the worst case scenario. Enough of negative prediction. Enough of judging. Enough of gossiping. And for a moment just notice what's the best case scenario and how does it feel when you let go of the weight. It ends tonight carrying all of this. I want to speak to you about the lie of I am my past. Somewhere along the way you started believing a lie. The lie that you are your story, that you are your trauma, that you are your worst day, your biggest regret, your deepest wound. You are none of those things. You're the awareness that experienced them, not the pain itself. Maybe the pain was the byproduct, but you were always observer of it, not the one who needs to carry it. You're the soul that witnessed it all, not the identity that was built in reaction to it. Hey, my friend, are you listening to this? You're the soul that witnessed it all, not the identity that was building the reaction to it. And you are the awareness still. Then you're free to choose again, to be aware, not to be defined. You're free to release the script and write a new one. So what does it mean? It means that you can choose to be defined by the past, or you can choose what you're stepping into. And stepping into means that you choose your future. You choose into what kind of life you will wake up tomorrow. And what will you do when the old stories and old emotions return? Will you let them go with love and forgiveness, or will you stay identified with it? Imagine for a moment that everything you've carried is a heavy cloak draped over your shoulders. It's familiar. It's almost comforting because you've worn it for so long. But it's not who you are, and it's keeping you small. Now imagine yourself unbuttoning that cloak. Feel the weight lift as it falls to the ground. Now breathe into the space it leaves behind. That is what it means to release the past. How does it feel when you notice that you can breathe? You've judged yourself long enough, right? For staying too long, for leaving too soon, for speaking when you should have stayed silent, or staying silent when you should have spoken. But can you see now that the version of you who made those choices was trying to survive, trying to be loved, trying to do what they thought was right with the awareness they had at that time? They deserve your compassion, not your not your condemnation. Tonight, you forgive them. Not because they were perfect, but because they were human. And because they're not who you are anymore. That's why you can freely let them go. Because these parts of you deserve to be free. And you deserve to be free. So for a moment, welcome freedom into your heart. And you may see there are people you're still chained to in your heart. People who hurt you. People who lied. People who left without explanation. Who made you believe you were unworthy. Who planted seeds of doubt that still grow in the corners of your mind. Waiting for them to apologize is waiting to be free. But your freedom cannot depend on their remorse. So tonight, you set them down. You say, I release you. You can even write in the comment section, I release you. I release the grip your actions have had on my soul. I will not carry you into my future. This is not about them. It's about you. And your healing is too important to live in someone else's hands. One more time, my friend. Your healing is too important to live in someone else's hands. What does it mean? It means your life belongs in your hands. Only you can decide. How will you think? How will you feel? What will you do with your life? Where will you go? What will you follow? What will you believe in? What actions will you take? What projects will you start? What job will you do? Where will you move? Those are all your choices. And if you follow what inspires you, I'm sure you will be very proud of you in the future. So tonight, let the words of others who maybe let you down or hurt you, let them go, because they are just noises in the field of your mind. There is a fire that burns in every human soul, a sacred fire that is constantly inviting you to rise higher, to become more, to evolve beyond the story that once defined you. But that fire cannot burn if you keep feeding it the ashes of the past. So tonight, feed it something new. Feed it your willingness. Feed it your surrender. Feed it the fiery decision that your future deserves all of you. Not the fractured pieces still clinging to yesterday, but all of yourself. When you think about that desired life you would love to live, give all of yourself to it because you deserve it. Like when you think about everything you ever wanted, now is the time to go for it. Now is the time to make these brave moves and finally decide, yeah, I will learn that skill. I will master that thing. I will bravely express my voice. I will stand up for myself. I will protect those people or whatever. And I will do what is right. Yeah. Because you're not broken. You are becoming, and you can choose to become whatever right now you choose to become. The past was never your punishment. It was preparation, exactly for this moment. It was shaping you, teaching you, breaking you open, so that more light could enter. But its job is done. It taught you what it needed to teach you. It's time to graduate from the lessons and step into the life waiting for you. So, there's an affirmation that I want to give you. Freely and with love in my heart, I move forward. It's not enough just to let go. You must choose how you walk forward, because you could carry bitterness into your future. You could build walls so high that nothing ever reaches you again. You could stay hard, guarded, and cynical. But that's not freedom. That's just another kind of prison. Instead, move forward with love. Not love for what happened, but love for yourself. Love for the person you're becoming. See who you're becoming and love that you so much that you will almost forget everything that happened, because you will fall so deeply in love with how it shaped you into who you're becoming. Love for the infinite possibility of what's ahead. With love, every step is lighter. With love, every door opens more easily. With love, the future no longer feels like something to fear. It becomes something to create. So tonight, my friend, is not just another night. It's truly a breakthrough. It's a crossing from what was into what will be. It is the line between memory and possibility. You will not wake up tomorrow as the same person if you choose right now to release what has held you captive. You will wake up clearer, lighter, more open. You will wake up ready to receive what life has been trying to give you all along. Because here is the truth. The future cannot enter a heart still filled with the past. And forgiveness takes time. Yeah, you will need to honestly look deep into the memories of what you've been through. And instead of holding grudges and anger, you will say, I let all of it go and I choose love. And love says, yeah, I'm willing to meet these people again when I will feel ready. I'm willing to go into these environments again when I will feel ready. I'm willing to face with all of my demons and darkness when I will be ready. Just to bring love into each corner of what was suppressed. And that will empty the space that was hunting you. And once you empty that space, once you set the past down with love, miracles will find you. They will, because there's no other way. When a soul vibrates in love, love meets you. There's no other way. So as the night falls and you sit quietly with yourself, repeat these words one final time. Not just with your mind, but with your entire being. Even write them in the comment section. I release the past freely, and with love in my heart, I move forward. Say it like a prayer. Say it like a vow. Say it like a soul that is finally ready to be free. Because the story ends tonight. Not because the past is erased, but because it no longer controls you. Not because you forgot, but because you finally remember who you are. Awareness, witnessing, life happening, but not being identified with what happened. Because the story ends tonight. You still see it, you still hear it, you still feel it, but you know you are not it. You are too vast to be defined by a small glimpse of what you've been a part of. But you need to feel it like that, see it like that, experience it like that. Like an observer, like watching a movie where something tragic happens. You feel it, you think about it. You feel maybe sorry for that person, but you know it was still just a movie. And you've been just watching it. Now, in life, it all feels more real, but it's still just a movie. And you're the observer of what is happening. And yes, sometimes we take things too personal. Just to notice how to let go and how to forgive and how to move on and how to have a greater expectation for life and more positive outlook on life and more positive expectations and more positive future that you deserve so much. Your story ends tonight, not because the past is erased, but because it no longer controls you, right? So remember, my friend, you're not your wounds. You may feel them, but they're not you. You're not your mistakes. You've done what you knew to the best of your knowledge. But these were not mistakes. You've learned something. So focus on lessons and implement them every time you have a chance to implement them. You're not the chapters behind you. You're the wisdom that they taught you. Remember that you are the author of your life, and the pen is still in your hands. So tonight, you write something new. You always have the power to rewrite your future, because all you truly have is only what is right now. And right now, when you look around, you will see what you've done yesterday. When you think about what you are thinking about, you will only think about what happened before. And yes, emotionally, you will feel what you think. But still, you can consciously direct your attention towards what you want to see in the future. And you go where your focus goes, right? So firstly you focus on something and then you move towards it. And tonight, my friend, you can choose a different way. A path that's aligned with your heart, with your love, with your passions. A path where you see love even in those who hurt you. A path where you're easily able to forgive and let go and say to yourself, I'm done with that. I'm open for what life truly has in store for me. So open to it and courageously step into an adventure that awaits you tomorrow when you open your eyes. I will leave you here. I hope you found a great value today. I hope you've enjoyed in today's painting. I'm an artist. I share these messages together with my paintings, because paintings can help you to open your mind, to put you into this creative state where you become more receptive for a message that will open your heart and remind you of what truly matters. So I hope you found a great value. I'm wishing you a beautiful sleep, a beautiful night, and tomorrow start with gratitude, enthusiasm, excitement, and make these first steps towards a life you've been truly dreaming about. You deserve it all. You deserve it all. Till next time, one love.